Oh, terrific.
Donating pet food is one of the many ways you can help families in your community. Pets and people belong together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.
I'm Bijan Robinson, running back for the Atlanta Falcons. Mental health makes me a better person and athlete just because whenever my mind is clear, I perform so much better. So mental health for me is the priority because it controls everything in your body and it gives you the chance to be the best physically you can be.
My dad was a farmer, and when I saw him on a horse, the guy was bigger than life. One of the things that he had a hard time doing was showing the emotion. Maybe it was because the way he was raised or believing that men provide and they don't struggle, but we all struggle. I want to show emotion to my kids. I want them to know when I'm happy, I want them to know when I'm sad, and I want them to see me working through things. The biggest reward I get from being a dad is watching my kids accomplish a goal, watching them light up. Nothing brings a bigger smile to my face. So I make my kids a priority. Whether it's hitting a baseball, a dance rehearsal, you name it, I'm there. They're gonna remember that they grew up loved. Be brave. Be there every day. And allow your kids to know that it's okay to struggle. That even dad doesn't know the answer sometimes, but we're gonna figure it out together.
Okay, so before we come over, can I ask a few questions?
Yeah, sure.
Do you have any pets?
Yes, we have a dog, but she's little.
Do you have any unlocked guns around the house?
We do have a gun, but it's stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access. I appreciate you asking.
Yeah, of course. So does Friday work?
Sounds good to me.
All right, we'll bring pizza.
Your favorite teams, your favorite live streams, your favorite highlights. Be sure to engage with us. Find us now on YouTube at NSBN Sports or visit us at nsbnsports.com.
We didn't come to fix Marco's brakes because it was convenient or fast. We did it because Marco has bigger fish to fry and a lot of hungry people to feed. Kraus Family Ford. Passion drives purpose.
The 20
Only one spot remains in the semifinal. One of these two teams is going to snap it up right now. Hi, welcome inside of the Tribe Athletic Complex. I'm Gabriel Fry, and so glad you're along for the ride on the Southeast Sports Network in Kingsport, Tennessee. It's the Royals of Warner University battling Bluefield. These two programs side by side. Warner, the higher seed, 8 wins this season, 10 for the Rams. They had more kills, higher kills per set rate, higher hitting percentage, and more assists. But Warner able to snap up that higher seed entering the tournament. Bluefield, heavy-handed, looking for an upset in this one. Will they be able to pull it off? This is pretty close. It's our most closely seeded matchup we've seen all day. The last match, even though it was a 3-0 sweep, it was very tight feeling from inside of the venue. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out. And here's a look at our full schedule today, dating back to this morning, St. Thomas. Now that felt like a sweep. They took down Carolina's Bruins 3-0. Reinhardt battled Weber out of the way 3-0. And then Life sweeping Truett McConnell, but it certainly didn't feel anything like the first two. We're ready to play inside of the Appalachian Athletic Conference's men's volleyball tournament, host the Tribe Athletic Complex. These two sides are eager to go. Starting 6 for Bluefield, it's McCrory, Soames, Porter Lloyd, Dienag, and Ryan. For Warner, it's Troyer Graham, Sapragic, Welling, Rudolph, and a Cavalli. Ready to go between these two as they get in a final word. Moments away from tip. I'm Gabriel Fry, glad you're here. It's the 8-win Royals, the 10-win Rams right now on SCSN. Only one can advance to the semifinal. We'll find out who it is shortly. Officials, a final word before we get started. Coaches are eager to make their voices heard out on the floor. Benedict Soames will get us started with service in Kingsport. Underway between the Rams and the Royals. Florida side and a Virginia side in our final game of the first day of the AAC men's volleyball tournament. Soames to the backside, shoveled across the top, and the Rams out ahead 1-0. Coaches making their voices heard early. Flipped across to the backside, bang, through the block again. Good delivery by Mason Lloyd. 2 kills already for Lloyd. Bluefield will service again. Soames getting his work in early. Dished and dug out just barely in the center of the floor, and the Royals hammer that one. Really nice dig down low. Welling got it off of the boardwalk. Ramon Rudolph smokes that thing. And this comes off the twine. We got the scoreboard wrong in the venue, and they'll get that fixed. Got an extra ball flying around in here as this does go. 4-1. You can hear the officials at the table trying to figure out where that ball came from. Not a game ball. Went out the door. Came flying through. I don't know where that came from. Glad everybody else is confused as well. 5-2. Up front, he gets it done. Rams to service, and that'll give a point back the other way to the Royals of Warner. Jamarius Ryan.
All of them, so that's not a game. That's a game. Thanks, guys. Yep.
Confused about the game ball still, and they'll get that sorted out. You heard the official, that's the game ball. Great crew today, had a chance to catch up with them between matches. Banged off the block, hammered through and kept alive. Soames tees it up, pushed over, left off to the back door and lasered to the floor by the Rams of Bluefield. It's 7-3. Great delivery, teed that up, stayed with it, driven down hard to the floor. Dug out, banged off a blocker and kept alive. Mason Lloyd returned that up front. Teed up, and hey baby, how about that? Laser strike. They're saying it went long. That'll be a point for the Rams as well. I was certain that Brandon Troyer had painted the tape, and he said, hey, look, I got that. Nobody's having it. Mark says that is a point for the Rams. Delivered wide. Mark signals that's a point for Bluefield as well. Not only are teams from all over the country, if you're not familiar with Bluefield, the Rams are from Virginia. Warner out of Florida. Our officials are from all over as well. We've got an official from North Carolina, an official from Virginia, an official from Knoxville area, an official from Florida. Gave one of the officials a hard time. He told me he came from Johnson City, which is about 25 minutes away from here. I said, I bet all your buddies are mad at you because they had to fly in for this. He had a shorter, well, obviously he had a shorter drive than I did. I had to come from out of state as well. 10-4. McCrory to service. Jaden, good drop. Royals set off the block. Soames kept alive. Good touch. Dropped it in. Pinballed off and it goes. Royals get one back. Really nice work, and the initial effort to keep that alive. Cesar Batanga, diving play, able to get under it, poked it back into the air. But Darian Graham and company just did everything they could to find the floor. Able to return that. Off the block, and this is out. Nice delivery. Mamadou Dieng coming through with the heat. And this is Batanga. Looking for that back corner. Warner Royals just gonna loft it over. Teed up and sent long, too much sauce. They'll say that was touched by Warner. Batanga. Off the hands of Caesar. A howitzer, and this time untouched. Bluefield's already got Warner doubled up. It's 12-6 in our first set. Pinballs around. Popped over. Floated by Soames. Nice misdirection. Couldn't finish it. And the ball is left all alone for the Rams' point.
Other way around. 6-21.
Rams making the rotation. Oh! Coming through with some sauce up front. Mason Lloyd having none of that.
Somebody's in trouble.
The official has a quick word with Lloyd, the up official. Getting that taken care of, and we're ready to play on. Caden Porter has come onto the floor for Bluefield. Still in the early stage, but clearly one-sided early on. And this feels like a tempo and efficiency blowout forming in real time. 14-7, Bluefield still has Warner doubled up. And that's a nice job. Almost drops it inside of the tape. I mean, that was close. Can't do too much better than that. Right now, this is all about that efficiency. Bluefield scoring at will. Warner fighting to stay in the rallies and trying to get some traction, trying to get going. Again, super early, but Bluefield 462 right now. Just wild. Hammered by Lloyd, and it goes long as Warner gets a free one. Warner at 111. So one side unsustainable to this point, the other not competitive. Royals just got to clean it up a little bit. And she couldn't get under it. Caesar sees that rattle around in row A. 7 kills on 13 swings for the Rams, 3 on 9 for Warner. Bluefield converting clean looks early. Poked into the air. Rams try it off the block. And Warner gets a nice one at the net. The match so far being played at Bluefield's pace. Warner needs to find a way to capitalize on a play like that. Get some control over what's happening. Everything feels rushed and disconnected. Almost colliding, and Soames loses that on cue. And a timeout on the floor. In our first set, 4 points separate us between the Rams and the Royals.
the Bays Mountain Park Adventure Course. Gear up and climb the Hawk's Nest. Work together as a team to complete 4 high ropes challenges, all while suspended 40 feet in the air. Finish with a zip through the canopies on our 310-foot zip line. Our ground course features 9 exciting challenges and is perfect for large and small groups. The Bays Mountain Park Adventure Course. Thrilling fun for group events, parties, and field trips.
It's 15-11. Bluefield Rams out ahead. Push that one right to the floor. Warner is crawling back into this thing rapidly. Still early, still first set. Royals felt really out of control for a while there, but maybe have their hands back on the wheel. Knocked away, and the Royals might be on quite a bit of a run. Looking to keep the run going, Caesar. Royals have been red hot. Can they keep it going? Yes! Warner is on a 7-2 run over the last 9 points scored. Pulled out by Caesar. Dish back across, it rolls over the tape. Royals returned it to the backside, banged off the end line, and Bluefield maybe putting some cold water on that hot, hot fire. Oh, baby, he comes through with a jam. Up top, absolutely dropped right away by Ramon Rudolph. That's his 4th kill. Somehow kept alive by Caesar. I love the finesse move. A little flick of the wrist. Popped into the air. Returned, and this is going to go long. Bluefield Rams. Couple of changes both ways. Fresh legs, fresh faces on the floor. Fired off of Mason Lloyd. I don't know how he handled that. Warner, just over the top, they get this to go. Royals are right in this thing at 17-16. And this is going to go for the Rams of Bluefield, who are back out ahead by a pair. This is going to fall short. Warner, a big run. Big momentum swing. They had the 5-0 run as they went from down 15-7, more than doubled up, made it 15-12. This is kicked off errantly. Rams out ahead by a pair again, 19-17. Sapragic did all that work at the service line and completely flipped momentum. Warner started to dictate. Now Caesar will give a free point away. But Bluefield absorbed that run. They've gotten back to playing their game. It was an early blowout, a mid-set run, and now kind of feels like we could have a toss-up at the end. Running towards the finish, separated by one. Banged off the block. Backdoor, and the laser strike kept alive up front again. Just returned harmlessly. Caesar tees it up. Tried to sneak it through. Soames has it sent back his way. Dug out and kicked, but it sails long. And we're deadlocked at 19-all. Sapragic completely changed this whole first set with his run. That 5-0 run brought Warner back to life. Up front, Lloyd off the block. Mason Lloyd doing work. Warner trying to keep the magic alive. This is going to sail over the top long, and it's a 2-point advantage at a crucial stage, 21-19. The Rams would love to get this first set in the bag. It would be massive for Bluefield. Good delivery. Back through and bangs to the boardwalk. 21-20. Pulled down by Caesar. Soames to the net. Push through to the floor again. 21-0. Rudolph records his 6th kill. He's hitting 1,000. Soames up front. Lloyd controlled, returned, alive. How about those Rams? Bluefield pushes it off the block, but can't push it through. And for the first time in this first set, the Warner Royals lead late, 22-21. They're looking to find a way out of this thing with set 1 in the bag against the Bluefield Rams.
What if you could have it all? A place to call home, a great job, and a safe and welcoming community to raise your family. You can have all that and more in Kingsport, Tennessee. For the past quarter century, Kingsport has been on a mission to reinvent itself as the first professionally planned and privately financed city of the 20th century. Kingsport has earned the nickname the Model City. From award-winning educational initiatives to business incubators to the surrounding natural beauty, Kingsport is just the right size to have the amenities you need without the traffic and crime of a larger city. With a vibrant downtown, great shopping and dining, and a thriving local economy, Kingsport is the perfect place to call home. Ready to start loving where you live? Choose Kingsport. Visit movetokingsport.com and discover all the reasons why this charming town is the perfect place to call home.
Back in Kingsport, Tennessee. Caesar digs it out. We're in the late stages of set one. Warner Royals, Sporagic's 5-0 run has serviced them back up into this, into the lead for the first time before the timeout, and now a 2-point advantage. Off the blocker and out. Rams get one back right away. Fired long and controlled. Off the block. Tried to poke that through, and we're deadlocked at 23. Short. Set point for the Warner Royals. Up front, Soames tees it up, still alive, way back at the tape. Front line floated it over Caesar. Lloyd, what a touch. He gets elevated, just fingertips brushes that down, and we're deadlocked again at 24. This is Jamarius Ryan. Head with a "that's my man." Up front and hammered to the boards. 25-24. Got to get that second point. Ramon Rudolph, who has been a menace up front. Caesar misdirected, and the first set goes to the Warner Royals. It's 1-0. In our fourth game of the quarterfinals, one spot left in the semifinal. Royals out ahead.
What if you can have it all? A place to call home, a great job, and a safe and welcoming community to raise your family. You can have all that and more in Kingsport, Tennessee. For the past quarter century, Kingsport has been on a mission to reinvent itself as the first professionally planned and privately financed city of the 20th century. Kingsport has earned the nickname the Model City. From award-winning educational initiatives to business incubators to the surrounding natural beauty, Kingsport is just the right size to have the amenities you need without the traffic and crime of a larger city. With a vibrant downtown, great shopping and dining, and a thriving local economy, Kingsport is the perfect place to call home. Ready to start loving where you live? Choose Kingsport. Visit movetokingsport.com and discover all the reasons why this charming town is the perfect place to call home.
So the first set goes across to the higher seed, but statistically outclassed in every category by the Rams, and even Bluefield jumping out to an early red-hot start. At one point had him doubled up 15-7. Sporadic, a 5-0 run as he services, puts them back into it. They storm from behind and snatch set one away from Bluefield University. Just like that, we've got an interesting one for you as we're headed into set two. Glad you're with us. Gabriel Fry, Southeast Sports Network, and I can only hope you're having as much fun as we are. If you're up for it, tag me on X. Don't tag the network, we won't see it. At Shry Guy, let me know where you're watching from. We'd love to hear if you're tuned in from somewhere interesting. Get some interesting ones. Probably the best this month we got Jamaica. Got Anchorage, Alaska. We get them. They come in. They come rolling around. Short. And off the tape. Freebie for Soames and company, who will service. Dished across. Lloyd bangs that one through. So again, the Rams jumping out to a quick lead. And up front, this goes for Warner. They get one back. Too early. Long as Caesar just twists out of the way for the Bluefield point. Mason Lloyd. Great strike of the ball. Bang through Caesar with a dig. Unbelievable. Bluefield keeps it going. Warner to the back corner and couldn't get that to go. Well done by the Royals, who keep it even. So Warner had a lower hitting percentage in set one. 231 to the 324. Fewer kills, a dozen to the 14 of Bluefield. But they won. Warner didn't win that set by being clean. They just applied pressure at the right moments. Stayed calm, stayed within striking distance, closed late, and obviously the 5-0 run. Delivered wide. Rattles. Couldn't get that directed as desired. Bluefield responding more quickly now. Four aces for Warner on services. 13 digs to the 8 of Bluefield, as this is not able to be poked through by Ramon. Good screen, and the ball goes long on the tape. Bluefield takes the point. He'll service. Bluefield wins when they're in system and when they finish rallies cleanly. They got to stay under control, stay calm, and do what they do well. Banged off the block, dug out. Royals across, through the block again. Caesar pushes it back up front. Faked once and hammered for the end line. He goes long as the Royals take the point. Warner wins when they create runs and disrupt passing and just extend those rallies. They just want to force mistakes out of opponents who aren't playing clean either. Now Bluefield has been clean, but as we do get the error right on cue, speaking of cleanliness. Clash of styles, disruption versus efficiency. Hauled out of the floor. After the dig, tried to poke it through. Ramon tees it up. Backside, nice finessing touch. Caesar's hiding back there. Poke through off the block and gone. Bluefield, nice job. That's exactly what I'm talking about. A nice clean finish on a rally. Stayed with it, knew what they wanted to do. They've been coached on that and knew how to handle the ball loose in the middle of their system. Somebody comes through with a my man, and the Royals take the point. Fired off of the blocker. That's going to go for a Royals point, back within one. What a tug of war we've got between these two. Rudolph, red hot delivery. That'll go long. Matanga. Good drive off the block, still alive, but it gets away. Bluefield's trying to avoid that bad rotation and keep reception clean. This is going to be struck through well. She dove to try and get that out, but not happening. And for Warner, I really feel like the Royals need to create another service run. You got to keep extending those rallies. We've seen them take points already a couple of times when the rally goes on for more than a couple of passes over the twine. Backside and delivered perfectly by Mason Lloyd. That thing looked like it was on a needle pinpointed into the floor. Warner's got to extend those rallies. You don't want to let him get it back right away. Keep it going, keep it going. Bluefield's going to make mistakes if you do that. And I think they need another service run. Otherwise, Bluefield going to keep heating up. Off the American flag, and Old Glory delivers a point to the Royals. There's an American flag hanging directly over the center of the floor. It's about 10, 15 feet from top to bottom. The ball came off the side of it. Lasered over, Caesar Batanga. Off the mark, couldn't control. So there you go. They didn't even have to do that much extension, but literally just getting another return over, they couldn't control it. 11-10, Royals keep the ball, they'll serve us again. Dropped in perfectly, Caesar to Mason Lloyd, back up front, pushed over, dug out. Back door off the block, and that goes for the Rams of Bluefield. Lloyd. Short. Bluefield's got to keep it clean. You don't want it to be tight late. There you go. A little free gift from the Royals of Warner. From Florida with love. Dug out. Dug out again, unreal. They'll say that one touched the boards.
What do they call that? A down ball. Oh, okay.
Dug out up front. Royals through. Lloyd couldn't control, just pushed that over the top. Back door for the blistering shot delivered across, and he couldn't get it out of row B. Nice effort from Bluefield there, but again, you see that volley extended. You see it go back and forth a few times, and what happens after it gets returned a few times? Bluefield seems to struggle a lot to control once it's been returned a second time. Latenga got it started, and that is a great, great strike of the ball. Right in front of the tape. Still within one as we're barreling through this second set. Floated over and dug out up front alongside the tape. And that goes long. Royals off the block. That goes for Rudolph. Sapragic will now try to capitalize following his big 5-0 run. That's going to go long. No run to be had. Comes up a bit short and rolls over. Timeout on the floor between these two. 18-13, the lead, Bluefield Rams.
All of the ways to watch your favorite local and regional sports. Join us now on Twitch TV, You can also find NSBN on Amazon, Fire TV, or visit us live on YouTube as we stream games there as well. Another fan favorite way to watch is nsbnsports.com. You can also find us through our NSBN app, free to download from the Google Play Store, and Roku TV, where you can find all of our content. NSBN Sports, visit us at nsbnsports.com.
Just over the top of the twine. Delivered back across and hammered for the end line where it sails out. Bluefield point 19-13, they're way out ahead. This has been close because Bluefield has been cleaner offensively, but Warner, they're coming in there and bringing a lot of pressure just with activity and coming through with heated moments.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Absolutely. Yes, sir. I'll wait.
Rams go long. Warner back within 5. Bluefield hitting a better percentage, 341 to the 217 of the Royals. Fewer errors, 4 to the 10 of Warner, and better blocking, 3-1. Warner's got more kills, more assists, more aces, more digs. Up front, Lloyd was right there, but it's lasered through, down low. Serviced and dug out. Oh, I like the poke, doesn't work. That's not a poke, but it's still alive. Caesar back across for Lloyd. That's not a poke either. Bluefield Rams can see the finish line in set 2. Royals across, fired through the block. Mason Lloyd has been the go-to option. 10 kills on 19 swings, the leading scorer, the most reliable offensive option on the floor in this match for either program. Oh, baby, they might got 2 of them. Jamarius Ryan opens up a pack of TNT. 21-16. The floater zooms across through the block. Royals back door off of Lloyd and hits the floor.
I've got a yellow card. All I said was, my apologies, coach. All I said was, my apologies, coach. Hey, can we get on that coach?
Delivered through Caesar, can't control. Warner Royal point. Royals coach hit with a card. And now the Royals are within striking distance. Not sure why Pedro Davila suffered the yellow. 21-19. Back across for the Warner Royals, and an absolute laser goes long, 22-19. Out of here, baby. See ya. The thing almost makes it up onto the concourse. Pedro calls for the timeout. You can hear the officials say, yes, sir. And so, with just 4 points separating us, the second set on the line, within striking distance for the Rams of Bluefield. Back 23-19 in the late stages of set two. Warner Royals captured set one. Bluefield Rams trying to even us at a set apiece. They're just 2 points away from doing that. We've seen Warner go on a 5-0 run already. Mason Lloyd, he's been taking care of business. And this time, it's gonna go a little long on him. Short, and it is set point for the Bluefield Rams. The error brings Jamarius Ryan up to service. Jamarius, short. Graham facing down a Rams set point. Arian just over the top, popped out of here. Banged around on the athletic staff table. Two-point advantage. And a timeout taken by Bluefield's Rams, who are just looking to finish. And you can feel the nerves behind that decision. Kevin John watched Warner come from behind, make it close, storm through for the victory in set one. Does not want to see that happen again. They just got to close the door right here. You need one. You need one, and you're at a set two. You're evened up again. You've got a team that is superior in every way statistically that's significant entering this match, save for the seeding. That's it. That's it. Your overall record, I mean, it comes down to that. Can you capitalize in this moment, even it up at a set apiece, and get back on track? Royals going to take every second of this timeout. Pedro talking to his guys. Wants to make sure they know the stakes. Going out ahead 2-0 would be massive for the Royals. They're called back to the floor by our officiating crew. Darian Graham. Sent over the top, and the set point goes to the Rams of Bluefield. And that'll even us up at a set apiece between the Rams and the Royals. We'll return with set 3, 1-1 in Kingsport.
Is it time yet?
It's time.
Let's start time for dinner.
Oh, terrific.
Donating pet food is one of the many ways you can help families in your community. Pets and people belong together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.
Your favorite teams, your favorite live streams, your favorite highlights. Be sure to engage with us. Find us now on YouTube at NSBN Sports or visit us at nsbnsports.com.
Off the early lead, this is driven to the floor. That'll deadlock us again. Deadlocked in this third set. Tie to set apiece. Driven over the top. Pushed over, Rams control. Finesse through and he couldn't hang on to it. Flamed through. Just finessed that over the top. End line couldn't get it. Dug out. And this goes down along the line for a Royal point. Well played. Two. This is our fourth match of the day. The first three were all three-set sweeps. Now we're deadlocked to set apiece. Almost got it over. Caesar pushed it through, and this one dropped back to the floor at 6-3. Dropped through. 7-4. Rattled through and gets that one to go. It's 8-4. They've got him doubled up early. Unfamiliar territory, uncharted waters for the Royals. Jumping out to a big lead. How about that finesse? Oh, it's still alive. Banged over the top. 9-4. Timeout on the floor as we're separated by 5. Good dig. Banged off of him, he couldn't collect. A claw point back. Short. Rolled over and trying to slide under that for the catch. Couldn't dig it on out of there. Caesar. Blasted through. Bluefield Rams. Off the blocker. End line alive. Over the top. Caesar hammered by Mason Lloyd into the boards. They've got 7 in set number 3. Man, Mason Lloyd. Caesar. She'll dish again. Lets it go, and he misread it. That's a close call. Batanga drops it in perfectly and hits the wind tunnel celly. Through to the edge of the floor. 11-8. Soames. Lloyd sees it dug out. Hammered to the floor again. 4-point advantage to the Warner Royals. Soames across for Lloyd. Over the top, but it's out. Soames went to the back line. Caesar to Lloyd. Pulled out of there. Royals back center of the floor and hit with a whistle. That'll go the way of the Warner Royals as well. Kind of hanging in there, that 4-point advantage in this third set. Kevin John calling out to the judge on the floor. Hey, watch this up front. Nice delivery. Watch out for Mason Lloyd. There he is. Kept alive, but they can't control the error. Bluefield's back within 3. Making a couple of changes out on the floor. Amir Edge comes on. Here's Lloyd. Banged up ahead on the dig. Tried to finesse it over the top. Rudolph's bailed out. Off of Caesar. That thing's out of here. Doing some work. He must be trying to clean the floor right there. Ryan dropped that in. Off of him, and it drops. Good dish by Jamarius. He'll serve again.
Yeah, I agree. You know what it is? Their point was probably right off on them. Yeah,
Able to save that. Banged around, and it flies off for the Warner Royal point, 15-12. Bluefield still elite offensively. They are hitting .388 right now, which is wild that this is so close. Warner's bringing pressure, volume, playmaking, 34 kills, 9 aces, 29 digs. Royals to the back line. Somehow through, but it hits the floor anyhow. .388 to .310 the hitting. Now, that's much better. Warner's really cleaned it up. 4 errors to the 12 of the other side, Bluefield. Roped down the line, controlled, backdoor. Royals find the boardwalk again. Kills are close. Warner leads 34-30. More assists, 33 to the 29. 9-5 on aces, 29-20 on digs. That's the only reason they've been able to hang around in spite of that better hitting percentage of .388. And Bluefield has a one-man wrecking ball in Mason Lloyd. My guy has been a dog today. I feel like the WWE ring announcer from the meme every time he gets up near the net. You know the old RKO? Randy Orton call? Look out, look out, look out. Or is it watch out? You know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. You like it. Dug out well, back across. Royals, this one paints the floor. 18-14. Lloyd's got 16 kills. This is bananas. 29 swings. He's hitting .464. .464. Royals got to get a bucket of water on that man. Go away from him. Here he comes. Lloyd, a hammer, but it drops off of the floor. I mean, Lloyd is the most complete offensive player on the floor. Getting a lot of support from McRory. Jamarius Ryan has been really good. Overall, extremely efficient group.
Bays Mountain Park Adventure Course. Gear up and climb the Hawk's Nest. Work together as a team to complete 4 high ropes challenges, all while suspended 40 feet in the air. Finish with a zip through the canopies on our 310-foot zip line. Our ground course features 9 exciting challenges and is perfect for large and small groups. The Bays Mountain Park Adventure Course. Thrilling fun for group events, parties, and field trips.
Back in Kingsport. Oh. That's a Bluefield point.
Serving for Warner, Brandon Troyer.
Up front, Lloyd off the block. Oh, baby. Mason Lloyd is hitting almost 500 in this match.
And serving is Benny Soms.
Just over for Soames. Royals of Warner leading by 4. Return at Caesar, backside. Finesse for the end line, it's too long. Good play situationally. Nine kills for Graham and Rudolph. Welling with 8. Warner spreading it out a little bit more. Soames trying to get to that. You know, Warner's got 10 aces. 10 aces. Royals pulled that out of the pocket. How about Rudolph? Lloyd rolled it down the front of the net. Oh. So this is set point for the Royals. It would give them a 2-set advantage. And they get it. Just rolled over the top. 25-16. They take set 3. They lead 2-1 in Kingsport, Tennessee. Can they close it out in set 4? Find out next.
I wonder if you know that I want the best for you. I know you're going through a lot. I wonder if you know that the big homie needs help too. You can't just rebound from everything. I know you've been grinding.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
But how long will you fight solo? I wonder if you know that we can get help. I wonder why we waited so long. wondering anymore. Love, your mind. Let's see how far we can go.
It's time. Oh, terrific.
Donating pet food is one of the many ways you can help families in your community. Pets and people belong together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.
Your favorite teams, your favorite live streams, your favorite highlights. Be sure to engage with us. Find us now on YouTube at NSBN Sports or visit us at nsbnsports.com. All of the ways to watch your favorite local and regional sports. Join us now on Twitch TV. You can also find NSBN on Amazon Fire TV or visit us live on YouTube as we stream games there as well. Another fan favorite way to watch is nsbnsports.com. You can also find us through our NSBN app, free to download from the Google Play Store, and Roku TV, where you can find all of our content. NSBN Sports, visit us at nsbnsports.com.
Set 4 about to get underway between the Rams of Bluefield and the Royals of Warner. Welcome back, Tribe Athletic Complex, Southeast Sports Network. It's the Men's Appalachian Athletic Conference Volleyball Tournament. And this fourth game of our quarterfinal has become quite the barn burner. It's coming down to the wire. Rams want to force a set 5, and the Royals are looking to slam the door and move on. That goes immediately. That's one way to start. Royals ripped that off the 1-0 lead, and now deadlocked, one apiece. A lot of all-conference players recognized before this matchup. Mason Lloyd, a first-teamer. Kerry Williams, also a first-teamer for Bluefield. Barrett, second-teamer for Warner. Harrison also a second-teamer along with Rudolph. Soames named a second-teamer for Bluefield, and Welling for Warner a second-teamer. But the standout of the group, man, Mason Williams, just wild. You see a lot of athletes make a change in a game, but to see him produce the volume he's produced tonight, it would be irresponsible to not recognize that. Lasered through up front. Beautifully delivered by Bluefield. Dug out from the end line, across. Lloyd dished through, well played. Royals fired for the end line and dug out. Looking for the two-handed jam and gets it to go. 4-3 Warner. So the edge has continued to shrink on efficiency for Bluefield. The hitting percentage, the gap now just 30%, 365 to the 329. Royals banged off the blocker, and Rudolph getting up there delivers that. Lloyd can't push it through this time. Very well done up front by Marich. Warner's controlling in a lot of statistical categories. Aces, digs, total kills. Lloyd miscollects as that's out of here. Rudolph. Off the mark. Royals rolling, trucking. 4-point advantage, leading by a set. 7-3 in set 4. And Bluefield, all of a sudden, the receptions have become the problem. 12 errors there. That's why Warner's been able to go on runs and the inconsistent offense all of a sudden. Backdoor for Lloyd and banged back the other way. He's able to send it off the block and out. 13 errors by the Royals of Warner, 7 by the Rams, but it's become less impactful as the stats have grown. Easy free point for the Royals. Lloyd's carrying a heavy load. He's got to keep the efficiency late. They can't win without him. Royals control up front, back across, struck well. Mason pushes it to Soames, over by Ryan. Controlled, backdoor, finesse through, loose, somehow kept alive by Bluefield. They'll just send it over in desperation. Banged off of Lloyd, and there's the call. Right at the net for the Royal point. And Warner has become truly balanced in their attack. As this falls short, brings us back within 4. Welling has got 11 kills, hitting 389. Very high volume, very aggressive. 10 kills for Ramon. He's hitting 389. Graham with 9 kills, hitting 375. This is going to rattle over the top, and that's a big change through the third set into the fourth. Their percentage has just ballooned. They're red hot. And that's a big shift. That's why they've jumped out to this 5-point lead in the fourth set. They've got Lloyd off balance. If they can keep Mason off balance a little bit longer, keep that hot streak going between those three a little bit longer, got him on the ropes. Warner's got the pressure going, and they're closing that efficiency gap that was really the focus of the first set and most of the second. Dug out, back across, good chance, off the block, still alive. Finesse through to the corner. Royals. More swings, more pressure for the Royals, and now the efficiency to go with it all. Serviced, bang, through to the boards. And Bluefield just keeps pulling out that play. Hey, we can stay here, we can hang around, we're in this. Lloyd bangs it off of him. Back line up front. There's Mason Lloyd off the block. And fired that one wide. And I'll tell you what they need to do here. They need to start using Lloyd as a decoy, because all of a sudden Warner is taking advantage of them going to him over and over again. They got to move the ball somewhere else. Takes the pressure off the guy. Royals got to keep serving aggressively and continue to spread the attack. Controlled, banged off by Ramon, and as it hits the twine, it's a Royal point. 4-point advantage again for Warner. Warner has turned this from a pressure match into a complete match, and that's why they're in control in our fourth set and leading by 5. Floating away, Soames gonna lose this. (14-8), a 6-point advantage in the back pocket of the Warner Royals, trying to close it out in set 4 in Kingsport.
Is it time yet?
It's time.
Let's start time for dinner.
Oh, terrific.
Pasta dinner.
Donating pet food is one of the many ways you can help families in your community. Pets and people belong together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.
Back as this is gonna wind away. 15-9. Bluefield's got a lot of digging to do. Push to the backside, banged off the block, and this rolls over the end of the floor.
We launched the project now, serving.
Nest over the top. This rolls off to the side. (16-10). Soames keeps it alive. Back to Lloyd. Mason rolls it for the back line. Royals return it through the block. Still alive, but it's out of here. And they're running away with it right now. 17-10. And that goes long. Warner Royals just overshot that, looking for another service ace here. They've got 17, the record set by Weber International 2 seasons ago in the AAC tournament at 18. They're just one shy. Dug out. Royals off the block, still alive. Back to the front line, finessed over. Soames teed up and finessed across again, hammered off, and this rolls over the end of the floor. Serviced by Mason Lloyd. Pushed across and fired long. He put too much sauce on it, as that's a Rams point.
Oh, you don't want that. Okay, they don't want that sub. They don't want that sub.
Some confusion on the sub.
It was their point.
Yes, the point's on the left.
Their point.
And confusion on the point, and they're trying to sort that out of the scorer's table right now with the official. Well, I think we're good to play on. So they're adjusting that. It's 18-13 now. And now 18-14. Flicked it a bit long. Warner has completely taken over this match through service pressure, volume, and matched efficiency.
17 serving.
Bluefield hitting 341. Warner's almost caught up at 337. Jamarius, that's a 3-point. 19-14. "17 reception errors by the Rams. That's overwhelming. I mean, 17 aces, that's the match right there. That's the record for a reason. Back door, and this one lasered to the end line. Great placement.
got that point over here, correct?
Went to Bluefield, 15.
19, 15.
And we should have some serving. Who's serving?
Okay, the score is 19-15.
21 is serving.
And we're underway again as the Rams service. There's a microphone at the scorer's table. That's what you're hearing when it gets really loud. We're trying to figure out what's going on. (1916). Pulled off the floor, backdoor for the Royals, and hammered that one through. It's 20-16. They're about as far ahead of the Rams as they are close to the finish line. We saw three-set sweeps in our first 3 matches. Rolled over. And so with that, as it rolls over the top, the service ace record tied up, previously set 2 years ago with 18 by WIU and the Warriors. The Royals have tied that record as they have stormed back in incredible fashion. We're back. Bang! Through the block. Rolling over the boardwalk. (21-17). McRory put it over. Battle at the tape. Dunked by Ramon. Warner Royals looking like they're moving on to day number 2. Rams poked it over. Warner blocked up front, but it goes off the floor. That's a Royal point, 23-17. So seconds ago, really different dynamic. You're 3 behind, they're 3 away. Now you're 4 behind and they're 2 away from the finish line. Banged all the way to the ground. 18 now. Caesar to service. Royals, Ramon puts it to the floor, and Rudolph brings it to set point and match point for Warner's Royals. And how fitting would it be to break the record for service aces and advance to the next round? On cue, they've done it. What a way to get it done. 25-18, they take set 4, and in the process, break the record for service aces in a match in the AAC Men's Volleyball Tournament. Congratulations to the Warner Royals, and congratulations to the Rams of Bluefield as well on a great season. They performed wonderfully all year long and just fall in the quarterfinal round of the Appalachian Athletic Conference Men's Volleyball Tournament. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll see the Royals of Warner tomorrow. Look forward to having you along for the ride. And I want to thank you for being with us tonight. A really fun one. 3-1. The Royals take this. Our semifinal bracket is set. All games and events airing on our networks are broadcast live in our copyright material. Today's game will be archived and available for replay inside of the Abra platform where you viewed it. Today's production has been a product of the Southeast Sports Network and Tri Media. For the Royals, for the Rams, for our entire crew and everybody here, I'm Gabriel Schrei saying so long from Kingsport, Tennessee, where your final score is 3-1. Royals win.
Everyone has a ritual. That small thing to keep us focused. A habit we never skip. To clear our minds and elevate our performance. But what do you do to keep your head in the game? To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health. Maybe you surround yourself with positivity. Or you need to center yourself. Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body. It's about taking care of your mind and mental health. Discover the resources you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
Toda mi gente lo siente, 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 toda mi gente caliente, toda mi gente lo siente. Toda mi gente suena, en la favela suena, el techo se me llena, toda mi gente lo siente.
I'm Mauricio Cuevas, defender for the LA Galaxy. The best performance requires the best training. That's why we trust AstroTurf. AstroTurf delivers unparalleled ability, safety, and playability, ensuring every match and session of training is fast and exciting. As a proud partner of the LA Galaxy, AstroTurf continues to provide world-class surfaces, fueling the future of the game.
Welcome to SESN, your ticket to the front row of the sports world, covering local, regional, and national events. We bring the game to you. Feel the excitement of every play, every score, every victory. Get your seat, get on air, and immerse yourself in the heart-pounding action. The Southeast Sports Network, where sports come to life.